Well, thanks as always for staying with us here on Market Day Report. We do appreciate it. I'm Suzanne Alexander with the first national trade association dedicated to farm labor contractors and recruiters. It has officially launched, and it is aiming to help address the persistent labor challenges and evolving legal landscape in agriculture. Nikki Enersen with the American Association of AgLabor Providers joins us now for more. Nikki, a pleasure. Let's start with a little background on the association and its mission.
Thank you so much for having us here today. So AAALP, the American Association of AgLabor Providers, is the first national trade association for farm labor contractors and recruiters. I'll just say FLCs from now on. For those unfamiliar with this term, it's generally an organization that might recruit, solicit, hire, employ, furnish, and/or transport skilled workers to the agricultural workplace or the farm. AAALP was launched by an organization called Stronger Together earlier this year. Stronger Together is a global NGO that works on responsible recruitment and fair labor issues globally, and so it brings those critical resources from around the world and experience to the association. We've been setting it up for a couple of years now, taking our time to establish partnerships with ag businesses, growers, retailers, service providers, FLCs, so on and so forth, because we're an association that works with the industry. And the mission is to support the industry through providing education and professional development directly to FLCs, while also promoting the integrity of the sector by promoting and upholding safe, ethical, and responsible standards. We equip our members with the education, guidance, and support needed to implement and maintain these standards. Thank you.
Obviously, a lot of support there. We talk about some of the challenges. I would think some of the changes at the federal and state levels, right? Other main labor challenges facing the farm sector. What are you seeing? And maybe a follow-up is, how are you tackling these?
Yeah, that's a great question. You've got it exactly right. We know that American farms are facing domestic labor shortages and rising labor costs at the same time. So the H-2A program has grown to meet this challenge, and it's grown from less than 100,000 H-2A workers in 2010 to over 400,000 every year right now. The majority of these workers work in fruits and vegetables, and almost 2/3 of the workers come to American fields in fruits and vegetables with an H-2A visa today, so legally. The USDA also found recently that growers have become more and more reliant on FLCs and recruiters, and almost 80% of those H-2A workers are hired through an FLC. So that's the need that we are filling with this association. And while we know that FLCs are essential to today's ag sector, they lack the support that they need, the FLCs need. So AAALP was built based on the need which was expressed by FLC, by government, by growers for capacity building, networking, promotion of ethical practices. So for example, like you mentioned, requirements vary greatly from state to state in this complicated country in which we live, but there's no broadly available education or capacity building services available to FLCs nationwide, so they can be compliant with complicated regulations. So AAALP is there to help them with this compliance from state to state to state as it changes. Another challenge is that unethical operators often get the majority of the media attention. That's who we see. We see about really bad stories about farm workers and FLCs in the media, and that harms the reputation of all FLCs. It also undermined the competitiveness for the responsible FLCs and recruiters. So while unethical actors might be able to undercut prices, we see evidence from our members of overall profitability for the ethical FLCs who are able to provide a steady, trained workforce, which is critical both to a good season and to assuring buyers that there are minimal risks due to illegal activity. And we know that failure to meet legal and ethical standards leads to exposure, fines, reputational damage, especially as buyers demand more and more accountability each year.
Clearly,
so,
yeah. I'm sorry, I was just going to say, there's obviously a lot of risk involved, and just trying to get it correct. We're out of time, unfortunately, Nikki, but I do want to ask where people can go. And I know that there is the FLC exchange that you've created as well. Is that right?
That's right. So I think the best way is just to reach out to me. I'd love to talk with you all. You can find me at info@AAALP.org or on our website, which is the same. I would love to have a conversation about how we can support you to meet your needs, whether you're a grower or an FLC or a farm worker. All right. Please reach out.
Thank you so much. Great information. Do appreciate you taking the time today. Nikki Enersen with the American Association of AgLabor Providers. Again, thank you.